thinkers. Today, as promised, I'm going to read something from someone I admire, author Dr. Joseph Murphy, and it is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So I'm going to be reading it straight through, probably with some comments. If you know me, I can't help but chime in. But I'm really excited to read this book. I'm really excited for the content. So let's get right to it with the introduction. Are you getting the most out of your life? That's what we're here for, the Higher Thinkers Club, so let's go to it. Life should be an adventure. Life should be fulfilling. Life should be much more than just existing. But most men and women are so bogged down with the day-to-day, minutiae of striving to survive that they do not savor the wonders of being alive. Boy, we are bogged down with so many thoughts these days, whether it's pandemic or elections, and I have to just chime in and say this is really why I'm upping my publishing of videos, just to get some good words out there. I guess that's the way to put it. Okay, let's go. Dr. Joseph Murphy was the founder of the Power of the Subconscious Mind movement, which has since been adopted by many philosophers, psychiatrists, clergy, and writers in many countries. He has helped thousands of men and women change their lives from boring, humdrum, sometimes deliberated existences to vibrant, meaningful, and rewarding lives. Yes. In his seminal work, Dr. Murphy combines the time-honored spiritual wisdom with solid science-based analysis to explain the influence of the subconscious mind. He also presents simple, practical, and proven effective exercises that can turn the mind into a powerful tool for improving everyday life. Illustrated with inspiring real-life success stories, this invaluable user's guide to the mind unlocks the secrets of success in a wide range of endeavors, including building self-confidence, improving health, let's all do that, developing friendships, enhancing existing relationships with coworkers, family, and friends, getting that much wanted promotion, raise, or recognition, strengthening marriage and love relationships. Now, who does not want that? Developing good habits and overcoming bad habits. I'm in. As Dr. Murphy was a clergyman, he makes frequent references to the Bible. Can you take it? Let's just learn. And cites quotations from both the Old and New Testaments. However, he points out that the principles he expounds on are not limited to any one faith or religion. They are universally true. His work is founded on the thoughts and concepts of the great prophets, theologians, philosophers from all religions and nations, both in ancient and modern times. They are applicable to all of today's readers, no matter what their spiritual background may be. This edition is the only revision of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind that has become authorized and published under the Murphy Trust, the official custodian of Dr. Murphy's works. In this newly revised edition, Dr. Murphy's message is presented in his own words, with minor changes to make the book more accessible to readers of the 25 countries. For instance, the longer Bible verses quoted here are from the New English Bible, published by Oxford University Press, replacing the original translations from the King James Version. Read this book with an open mind. Dr. Murphy's precepts are not theoretical. They are based on time-proven concepts, supported by examples from real life. Countless people who have applied these principles have learned how to make the most out of their lives. Read, learn, apply, and you can change your life for the better. Chapter 1. How this book can work miracles in your life. Oh, it's the preface. It's not chapter 1. Okay. I have seen miracles happen to men and women in all walks of life all over the world. Miracles will happen to you, too, when you begin using the magic power of your subconscious mind. This book is designed to teach you that your habitual thinking and imaginary mold, fashion, and create your destiny. For as a person thinks in his subconscious mind, so he is. Do you know the answers? Why is one person sad and another person happy? Why is one person joyous and prosperous and another person poor and miserable? Why is one full of faith and confidence and one person fearful and anxious? Why does one person have a beautiful, luxurious home while another person lives in abject poverty and exists in a meager slum? Why is one person a great success and another person in abject failure? Why is one speaker outstanding and immensely popular and another mediocre and unpopular? Why is one person a genius in her work or profession while another toils and moils all his life without doing or accomplishing anything worthwhile? Why is one person healed of a so-called incurable disease while another one isn't? Why is it that so many good, kind, religious people suffer the tortures of the damned in their minds and their bodies? Why is it that many immoral, irreligious people succeed and prosper and enjoy radiant health? Why is it that one person is happily married and another person very unhappy and frustrated? Is there an answer to these questions in the workings of your conscious and subconscious minds? There most certainly is, Dr. Joseph Murphy states here. He goes on to say, my reason for writing this book. What motivated me to write this book was a deep desire to share with others the answer I have discovered to these many similar questions. I have tried to explain the great fundamental truths of your mind in the simplest language possible. I believe that it is perfectly possible to explain the basic and fundamental laws of life and of your mind in ordinary, everyday language. You will find that the language of this book is the same that's used in your daily papers and current periodicals, in your business offices, in your homes, and in the daily workshops. I urge you to study this book and apply the techniques and outlines. As you do, I am absolutely convinced that you will lay hold of a miracle. Working power that will lift you up from confusion, misery, melancholy, and failure. It will guide you to your true place, solve your difficulties, sever you from emotional and physical bondage, and place you on the royal road to freedom, happiness, and peace of mind. This miracle working power of your subconscious mind can heal you from sickness, making you vital and strong again. In learning how to use your inner powers, you will open the prison door of fear and enter into a life described as glorious liberty for the sons of God. Releasing the miracle working power. A personal healing will always be the most convincing evidence of our subconscious powers. Many years ago, I managed to cure myself of a malignancy, he says. In medical terminology, it is called a sarcoma. By using the healing powers of my subconscious mind, which created me and still exists and governs all of my vital functions, the techniques I applied is then explained in detail in this book. I feel sure that it will help others to trust the same infinite healing presence lodged in the subconscious depths of all of us. Each and every one of us. I agree with that. He goes on to say, thanks to the kindly advice of an elderly doctor friend, I suddenly realized that it is natural to assume that creative intelligence has made all of my organs, fashioned my body, started my heart, can heal my own handiwork. As an ancient proverb says, the doctor dresses the wound, but God heals it. I guess that will just never change. Wonders happen when you pray effectively, he goes on to say. Scientific prayer is the harmonious interaction of the conscious and subconscious levels of the mind, scientifically directed toward a specific purpose. He's very specific about being specific, which could be one of our downfalls, is not being specific enough. We'll see as we keep reading. The book will teach you the scientific way to tap the realm of infinite power within you, enabling you to get what you really want in life. You desire a happier, fuller, richer life, and who doesn't? The power within you enables you to get what you really want. Begin to use this miracle working power and smooth your way in your daily affairs. Solve your business problems. Bring harmony into your family relationships and your relationships with your neighbors. And we'll heal this nation. This is how I truly believe that we will all rise up together and heal. The Higher Thinkers Club. Be sure to read this book several times, it says. So I guess once we get it on video, you could replay it as often as possible. I know I've read it more than once, so let's do it. You will discover how this wonderful power works and how you can draw into your life the hidden inspiration and wisdom that is within you. Learn the simple techniques of impressing your subconscious mind. Follow new scientific ways of tapping the infinite storehouse. What I love about that is, in order to tap the infinite storehouse, we must understand the infinite storehouse. And we must understand that there is an infinite storehouse. So then we can go about, with this knowledge, molding and utilizing the leverage that it brings us. And this is why this is so important. He goes on to say, everybody prays. And as you'll learn, you're praying constantly. That's the inner conversation you're having. That inner conversation, whether you're thinking ill about your boss, your neighbor, actually thinking ill about yourself for always being late or always being too fat or always, that is a prayer. So let's really discipline ourselves in the understanding. Here it comes. Do you know how to pray effectively? How long has it been since you prayed as part of your everyday activities? In an emergency, in a time of danger or trouble, in illness, when death lurks, prayers pour forth. Listen to the TV news every day. There are reports that people all over the world are praying for a child stricken with so-called incurable ailment, for peace among nations, for a group of miners trapped in a flooded mine. And later we hear that when they are rescued, the miners say that they prayed while waiting for rescue. Don't you wish the TV news still reported news stories like that? This is showing how dated this book is, because there still are powerful prayers going out and results happening all over the world, but you will not see it on the news. No, 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 that does not happen any longer. It's another reason why the Higher Thinkers Club exists. Certainly prayer is an ever-present help in a time of trouble. But why do you wait until trouble to make prayer an integral and constructive part of your life? The dramatic answers to prayer make headlines that are subject of the testimonies to the effectiveness of prayer. But what of the many humble prayers of children, the simple thanksgiving of grace at the daily table, the faithful devotions herein? The individual seeks only communion with God, or infinite intelligence, I will add to that. So, right here, he talks about praying in like a typical sense of praying. But what I'm going to read to you in one of my upcoming videos is one of my favorite ones from Neville Goddard. I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's called Mental Diets. And what Neville says in this, which we'll find out, is your everyday conversation with yourself, which is ongoing. I mean, sometimes it's 24 hours a day. That's what you're doing when you can't sleep at night. Who are you talking to? In effect, that is actually praying. So there's ways to retrain your brain, and I'm so excited to share that with you. Everyday prayer. The unique feature of this book is that it's down to earth and practical. Here you will find simple, usable techniques and formulas that you can easily apply to your everyday life. I have taught these simple processes to men and women all over the world, and you will learn why you often get the opposite of what you have prayed for. Thousands of times, people in all parts of the world have asked me, why have I prayed and prayed and prayed and gotten no answer? In this book, you will find the reasons for this common complaint, the explanation of the many ways of impressing the subconscious mind and getting the right answers, make this an extraordinary and valuable book and an ever-present help in times of trouble. And I will add to that a new way of just living your everyday life. Desire is prayer. Everyone desires health, happiness, security, peace of mind, and true expression. How many of us achieve all of these goals? A university professor admitted to me recently, I know that if I change my mental pattern and redirect my emotional life, my heart condition will improve. I know that. The problem is I do not have any techniques, processes, or modus operandi. My mind wanders back and forth on my many problems. I feel frustrated, unhappy, and defeated. This professor had the desire for perfect health. What he needed was knowledge of a way his mind actually worked. It was this that would enable him to fulfill his desire. By practicing the healing methods outlined in this book, he became whole and perfect. Your subconscious mind is a dark room. Your subconscious mind is your great dark room. It is the secret place where your outer life develops. Therefore, isn't your name, your manner of dress, your parents, your neighborhood, or the automobile you drive that makes you who and what you are? You are the beliefs taking shape, image by image, light and shadow, there in your subconscious darkroom. In a moral sense, your subconscious is totally neutral, willing to look at any habit as fitting, whether or not you or the world deems it good or bad. That is why when we blithely drop negative thoughts into our subconscious mind, this darkroom of ours, time and time again, we are so surprised to see the dark thoughts finding expression in our day-to-day experiences and relationships. And I say to that, in this day and age, we are not the only ones dropping these dark thoughts into our subconscious mind. We are getting bombarded with messages, both near and far, about how relationships should go, how men should behave, what's cool for a woman to do. Just everything is being told to us. So that also is being dropped into our subconscious mind. And may I say, very professionally, they know what they're doing. They're experts at this. So he said, so why are we so surprised to see these dark thoughts finding expression in our day-to-day experiences and relationships time and time again? As a matter of fact, it is rare to find something happening to us that we had no role in creating this way. In order for your world to change, you have to change your mind from the inside out. But if you accept this darkroom concept, you will find yourself happily free of emotion about the process. When you entertain the idea, you will find that changing your life will not be much of a struggle. When you entertain this idea, without much effort, you can simply replace existing mental images with new ones. This understanding can mean the beginning of an easeful period of positive change for you and me. It may surprise you to learn that all the beliefs and tendencies that were instilled in you from your earliest days are still with you now. They have power to manifest and influence your life. All of us have many such beliefs and ideas, and we have long since forgotten about. Beliefs and ideas that perhaps had their origins in childhood. These are hidden in deeper recesses of the subconscious darkroom. Knowing this should make it clear why it's time to develop a healthy respect for your thoughts. For example, if you believe that sitting near a fan will give you a stiff neck, your subconscious mind will see to it that you get a stiff neck. It's not the action of the fan which represents the innocuous molecules of energy oscillating at high frequency that will cause your discomfort, but your erroneous beliefs. The fan is harmless. And if you're afraid that you'll catch a cold because someone in the office sneezes, your fear becomes a movement of your own mind that creates what you expect. The law of expectancy. We'll get into that one day too. Let's drill down. This is so wonderful. Oh, what you fear. Let's start again. Your fear becomes a movement of your own mind that creates what you expect, what you fear and believe. You'll notice that others in the office don't get a cold because they don't believe it. They believe in health. Job said, "What I greatly feared has come upon me." Great book in the Bible. On the other hand, where do you think miraculous healing power comes from? From the same subconscious mind. If you fill your darkroom with great truths, your outer pictures will reflect them. Your subconscious mind will accept these truths and will be under a subconscious compulsion to heal, to be peaceful. Just as an apple becomes part of your bloodstream when you eat it, do these thoughts reside in your mind and affect your life in the same way that you've learned to walk, swim, dance, or play the piano. You repeat a thought again and again, and after a while, it becomes second nature. And that also is how truth is made in your own mind, or shall I say a belief is, let's just go with, the media outlet that you watch and apply it right here. You repeat a thought again and again, and after a while it becomes second nature. Shut off the TV. Become your own person. The gasoline doesn't run the car. It has to become a vapor first. It has to change before it becomes empowered. Just as your mind has to change before your world moves to where you want it. Along with healing, your subconscious darkroom is where your wealth is produced. The key to first make your subconscious mind rich before you see your abundance outpour in your life. As you become a student of the laws of mind, you will come to believe and know definitely that regardless of economic situations, stock market fluctuations, depressions, strikes, war, or other conditions or circumstances, you will always be amply supplied. The reason for this is that you will have conveyed the idea of wealth to your subconscious mind and will have supplied your darkroom with an image of wealth, and you will be supplied. The base that you have convinced your secret mind that money is forever flowing freely into your life and that there is always wonderful surplus. Should there be a financial collapse in the government tomorrow, all your present holdings become valueless, you will still attract wealth and be cared for. That's true security right there. Your subconscious darkroom is filled with great new ideas, so you don't have to worry about replacing your old ones. Begin once again to think about whatever things are true, lovely, noble, and you will see these qualities around you. Remember, God pronounced everything good and very good, and so should you. Thinking this way will give you a new, healthy reverence for your thoughts, and you will find that you will no longer be a victim to the pictures you thought you had no part in developing. Yeah. So that is the groundwork for this book to begin. So basically, he talks about how to release this miracle working power of your subconscious mind, and how, if you look around right now, everything that you have, you've created in your world, even your health. It's true when you start getting honest with yourself. I'll share some of my adventures in health with you along the way. I'm a cancer survivor. I don't know if you guys know that, but as I started understanding the truth, it was very hard to digest that I could have actually had some part in having this dis-ease start to form within my body. And I'm here to tell you that, as you start to mature in these teachings, you just get revelation of, oh my God, it went from, there's no way I created this, to, oh, I now understand exactly how that happened. So it's everybody's path for themselves, but to understand how you can create wonders with your own mind and literally tangibly create wonders in your world around you, or you can literally create doom and gloom and misery and depression. He says that we are going to explore prayer, and that to me is the basis for it. It's creating your own beliefs, creating your own dialogue to program your own subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the dark room. And if you know anything about a dark room, I actually thought I was going to be a professional photographer at one point in my life, and I spent a lot of hours in dark rooms, and you develop the photographs in the dark room. So your subconscious mind is developing the pictures that you are creating, the pictures that I'm going to ask you to become more and more conscious about. So that's it for the preface for the power of the subconscious mind, and in my next video we'll dive right into chapter 1. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and thank you for checking in here at the Higher Thinkers Club. Once again, I'm going to be posting content. Right now it's raw and unedited. It's going to be uploaded as it stands. So if you like what you're hearing, please share, subscribe, like, hit the bell, the notification bell, and that will let you know when a new chapter or a new video is uploaded from me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I thank you all for spending time with me at the Higher Thinkers Club, where we grow and expand and explore together. Thank you.